Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today I have some great news. The Titan is back. And if you have absolutely no idea whatsoever what that cryptic introduction meant, I will be explaining it to you in about 5 seconds or so. Don't count the seconds because that's probably wrong. First though, we put the truck in the air, and then we're going to change the truck into the GTA 5 Titan. And that is exactly what this is. This is the Titan from Grand Theft Auto 5. And it's been ported over to BeamNG.drive. That rhymed. Awesome. Anyways, this is a mod I used quite frequently in the past, but then an update to the game made the mod no longer function. Now the mod has been updated so we can once again fly the Titan in BeamNG.drive, and I'm really quite happy about that because aside from the B-25 Mitchell, there were no good big planes to fly, and this is actually by far the biggest plane I've ever used in the game. This is even pretty significantly bigger than the B-25 Mitchell. But either way, we now have two bigger planes which we can have fun with. And I think the first thing we should do is just crash those two planes together and see what that looks like. But first, let's bring this thing to the ground and crash it. And then we'll crash it into a B-25. So, boom, right there. And I swear, whenever I crash this plane, I always see a duck in the front. Like, it always somehow looks like a duck. I don't know why. Anyways, respawn you. And we're going to need to spawn up what we're going to compare with, which is a B-25 Mitchell. So let's go and do that. And before I do anything in the map editor, I want to just show you like how similarly sized they are. So if you let them fall like that, you'll notice when they're side by side, the Titan is absolutely massive compared to the B-25. And the B-25 feels really big compared to the smaller planes. So that just really gives you a good idea of just how big the Titan is. So let's go and reset both of these guys and pop into the map editor. And now we need to put the planes into position. And I've already done some testing to determine the exact coordinates required to make them crash in the air. And for this one, we're going to use 0, -345, and 628. And then we're going to rotate it 180 degrees on the rotation. Then we're going to go ahead and select the B-25, and we're going to put that one at -77, 472, 845. And using these coordinates, they should crash into each other. That is, of course, assuming everything goes according to plan. So the first thing we need to do is make sure the planes have the correct transmission. This one needs real automatic. This one needs manual. Then we're going to freeze physics, reset the plane, put it into second gear, and pull back. And do something similar to this one where we reset it, pull it back, and put it into drive. Because that is what both planes fly best in. This one, it flies best in drive. The other one flies best in second gear. Now, they should crash into each other. We're going to do a test run in full speed, and if it works, which it did, we can then do a run in slow-mo and see how that does. And that actually seemed relatively even. Like, I was kind of expecting the Titan to really just shove the B-25 a lot more, but when they crashed, they kind of crashed and then went straight down. There was no real, this plane is doing better than the other one. And it could be a couple of reasons. The Titan is kind of light. I think it might be about the same weight. Or the B-25 might have just been going faster. Either way, we can now do the same crash in slow-mo. So we're going to go ahead and reset this guy. And then reset this guy. And I believe this is the one with the slow-mo on it. So I'm going to have to use him for the focus of the video, even though it's about the Titan. Kind of ironic, right? But nothing I can do about that. It's just the way things got set up. I can zoom the camera out a lot though so you can see the Titan. Where are you, Titan? Oh, he's right here. Hello, Titan. Let's go 100 times slower. Get a nice close-up. Well, go a little closer, sure, so you can see what's happening. The Titan's eating the B-25. That's what's happening. Yeah, they just kind of merge into one. That always gets to me. Like, I don't ever expect that. It's just like everything starts freaking out momentarily. Alright, go 8 times slow-mo. The wings are gone. Interestingly enough, the Titan loses its wings. The B-25 manages to keep them on somehow. Well, most of the wing. I see a little bit of damage on it. Could you fly with either of them? No. Like, that's a dumb question. Have you seen what it looks like? You expect that to fly? Because that's not going to happen. It's simple. So let's see here. What else can we do? Let's go and reset them again. We could try making this a smaller plane and seeing what that does. So if we make that the Cicada ST-10, that one might give you a different outcome. Now we're going to need to place it in a specific point again using the map editor. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up with F11. And then we're going to take this plane right here that's beeping at me. You need to calm down. And we're going to put him at negative 34, 156, 629. Again, predetermined coordinates based off of some math I did earlier. And then they should crash into each other, assuming they both fly correctly. This one, I need to hold down the throttle with Y and then pull back, and that should be good. Then we're going to reset this guy and have him set up, and they should collide. I'm hoping they do at least. Where's the other plane? Where's the other plane? I see him. Slow-mo's on the aim, so we'll do real time first, and then we'll do slow-mo later on, and actually, I kind of can fly still. I can actually fly, just dragging along the little plane. Because it hit me perfectly head on, basically, so none of my engines are damaged or anything. That is amazing. And I'm looking at the damage and not where I'm going. That's a bad way to fly a plane. But let's see here. If we are careful, we can kind of land it up here, I think. Obviously, it's going to be a real rough landing because I didn't expect to try to land there until it was like, oh, we could land here. But that pilot, if he wasn't killed by the plane crashing into him, he'd be okay from that landing. It wasn't perfect control, but it was enough to actually get it to up here where I was kind of aiming for. That's cool. All right, let's go ahead and do a reset on this one and a reset on this one, and we're ready to go. So again, the other plane, ironically enough, again, has a slow-mo. So we focus on him, even though it's... Well, I mean, I guess I could switch over real fast and... Oh, yeah, they're going to crash before I can even... They're kissing. They haven't crashed yet. They're about to. I got here just in time. I bet the best way to do this for camera angles wise is just get a separate one like that. And get 100 times slow-mo. Oh, interesting. This one is slightly different, I think, because it's getting really low. And it looks like the wing is... Wow. The wing really somehow didn't hit the engine. That is impressive luck right there. And the plane is ducking. Like, I mean, by that, I don't mean like it crouching. I mean, it's starting to look like a duck again. Alright, speed it up a little bit more. Titan's engines, totally fine. He can fly out of that. And he looks hilarious doing it. Which one is the Titan? This one is the Titan. Alright, can you fly? I don't know where I'm going. That's the problem. I'm like, there's no real runway to try to take it down on. So it's just kind of like I try to just scrape along on the mountainside as gently as I can usually. I mean, if I was an amazing pilot, I could land it right there on the dam, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I'm an amazing pilot. Yeah, right. You're joking. Because I can't do that. I can dive bomb it, but that's the best you're gonna get from me. I don't know where I'm going, though, and I seem to be, for some reason, getting more lift than I normally would. I don't exactly get that. I figured all the extra weight would make it where I have to actually force the plane to go upwards, but it just wants to go up. Alright, we're gonna make it go down, though. Going down! Just crash. So now that plane, he got double crashed. And I liked it was beeping right before it crashed. Like, hey, I think I'm stalling out. No, you're stuck inside of another plane who's about to crash. But good guess. I think that's really all I want to do at this map, though. Just crashing planes into planes. And another video I did a while ago is when I shot a cannon at some planes. Now, I didn't shoot the cannon at the Titan, and I think it'd be interesting to see how it holds up. So let's go ahead and do that, which means we're going to head over to a different map. And I think the best one for that is just Grid Small Pure, because we need that really flat open area. First thing we got to do is spawn up another vehicle. And this one I'm spawning right here will be the Titan. So I'm going to back it up and then change it so that way it's not overlapping with the other vehicle and just causing an absolute disaster. And the other one will be the cannon. Then we're going to have to go into the map editor and put them into position. For the cannon, it's pretty simple. We're just going to keep it at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for position. And rotation is going to be 0, 0, 1, 180 for 180 degrees of rotation. The Titan is simple if you know the numbers, which I've already determined in advance, which is 0, 345, 128. Now we can go ahead and go back into the game. And then we're going to need to find the Titan, which is about to crash, and it already has crashed badly, and put him into manual mode. And then freeze physics, resets, pull back, second gear. Looks good to me. Where's the cannon? Cannon ready. Pull it up. Do some slow-mo. Aim a little higher. Right there. Shoot. Right there. Perfect hit. And the Titan keeps flying. Yes, the cockpit's destroyed, but he is fine to fly. He's even gaining height still. He's totally fine to fly. Whoa! I just heard a bang. I think he's still fine to fly, though. There's a couple of pieces that are falling off. I'm not sure if that was from the impact or if it touched the cannon and caused that. Either way, yeah. That didn't hurt the Titan, but I can make it get hurt. We can dive. And that'll definitely get hurt. We could try that again and see if we can hit it like on the wing, so that way it'll actually maybe impair its ability to fly. So first thing I need to do is just kind of angle the cannon to be like this kind of thing. We go back it up, and reset it right there. Then we'll forward just a bit. And now hopefully we could shoot at the wing and hit it. So then we go ahead and put the plane into the air. Looks good to me. So now we got to be the cannon and think like a cannon. Raise it up a little bit, except cannons can't think. So it's probably not the best phrase to use. But who cares? We raise it up and then shoot. What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, come on, cannon. You can do better than that. That was terrible. I don't know what caused it, but it was funny. It's just like, he just kind of drops it. Like, I don't want to. I don't care what you want to do, cannon. Shoot him. That was in real time. And I tore off the whole wing. That was beautiful. Didn't even need no slow-mo. Just tore his wing off. That's all skill. The first one would have been great too if the cannon didn't just go dribbling out. Or cannonball didn't just dribble out. I don't know what that nonsense was. Interestingly enough though, like pilots in this situation, totally unharmed. So you have a thing. If you kill the pilots, the plane will just keep flying all on its own. If you take the plane down, the pilots will still be okay. Unless you have more cannons, which I don't. I don't think I could really coordinate shooting it with multiple cannons. At least for this video. Maybe we could do a separate video where we try something dumb like that. Where we just shoot like 5 cannons at something at once. I don't know. So if I could do it in real time, it should be easy to do it in slow-mo, right? I mean, it makes sense logically. It's just you have me shooting this cannon and it's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Go! And sometimes it works out. Sometimes it actually does. Yes, like that. That was actually working out. I'm trying to level out the plane a little bit. Not really happening. I like the wing. It just kind of stopped. Like I hit it with so much force, the wing almost stopped. Not quite because it still moved a little bit, but the plane itself kept a ton of momentum. The wing, it didn't. So we speed things up. And again, you got a healthy pilot. So now here's where one of the dumb ideas comes in to play. And it's quite simple. Can we fly in the tornado winds? Because I did this before on some other video, and I thought it was cool to do. I guess every idea I do is usually dumb to some extent, so, you know, this is no exception. Anyways, though, we got the plane flying in the air relatively smoothly, so we can go ahead, hit the plus sign, and we're going to add in a wind control. Put it over here. And then, you can shove this plane around with the power of wind. Like that. And we go, whee! And I tore off everything. Too much wind. Way too much wind. Okay, how about this? We'll put less wind. I just realized the color of the bar changes as you raise it. That's cool. It's a nice little touch. Alright, can we take off with all this wind? I don't know. That's going to be hard. Let's take the wind off and then try to take off, because with the wind it's probably not going to happen. Like, that was a bad takeoff, I'll fully admit that, but I don't think it was going to happen anyways. Okay, in the air. We'll keep it gentle this time. Relatively gentle. 18 meters per second, that's not bad. I could go all the way around the plane and he's totally fine. Bring it up a little more to, let's not do 20, let's do a little more than that, 28. And plane is holding up fine. A little jiggly. I do know some jiggles. I don't know if that's the camera or the plane though. I think it's actually the plane. Either way though, it seems to hold up okay. Actually, is the whole plane bending? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, hold on here. If I use the stress one, you might be able to tell. I have no idea how to read this. Who am I kidding? And boy, does that lag. Deformation doesn't help probably. Oh no, there's the ground! Hello, ground! Oh, I can't believe that. It just bounces off the ground. It's like, I can still fly. Don't underestimate me. Because the wind is helping it. That's the real reason it can still fly. 40! That's going to be enough to probably tear things apart. 50 now. I mean, no, it's still... Oh, there we go. Tore off a wing. And it's going down. And then I have another dumb idea I just thought of right now that has nothing to do with the wind. I just thought of that idea first, and now we're going back to the cannon. So I'm going to say reset this here. Then we're going to move the cannon into the plane and shoot it from the plane while the plane is flying. So to do that, we need the map editor. Well, yeah, map editor makes it easier because we have to rotate it and stuff. So it just makes a lot more sense to say, map editor, save me. So the first thing we need to do is raise the plane a lot because the cannon is heavy and we need the extra height to be able to fly. So I'm putting it at 0, 30, 45, 3, 45, just so I know it'll have enough height to be able to fly. Then I'll put the cannon at the exact same location. I'm going to rotate it so it's pointed properly, and then we have to do some more precise alignment. Where is the cannon? Is it invisible? Oh, there it is. So we have to make it where the barrel is not obstructed, because if we do something like this, it'll end up just shooting from the inside of the plane and obliterating it like that, which actually could be interesting, but that's not what I wanted to do right now. I wanted to attach it to the plane and then try to shoot something like that. So a placement like that should be pretty good. And interestingly enough, it got kind of crooked while I was just moving it up and down and forward and back. I don't know if it'll make a significant difference in flight, but it is worth pointing out that I didn't make it crooked. It should be totally in line with the plane, but it's not. Anyways, back into the game and see if this works. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm the plane. Good. So the plane can take off, maybe, let's see, 345 meters in the air, and it's able to take off. All right. That took a lot of space to take off, though. I would say maybe 300 meters wouldn't have been enough. So we could fly with it barely. Like, that's a risky flight. I don't know if you could really maintain flight for a long period of time with this cannon. But we have it going, so you know what? Shoot the cannon! And it worked! It worked wonderfully! How... Oh, what the... Hey! The back of my plane just fell off for no reason. Whatever. My goal was accomplished. Now, the next thing I wanted to do is shove the cannon into the plane. Did I do that right there? I did. Haha. Now, shoot! Ah! I just sped it up a ton! Oh, I didn't expect that. That was cool. So now the question really is, can we actually pull up with the cannon inside? That might be an issue, I'm thinking. Hey, come on, go, up. I'll take it. The plane still flies, so it's a success to me. And is the cannon still there? Cannon is still inside the plane. And then we shoot it. And that didn't turbo us much at all. Where's the cannonball even? Cannonball's still in the plane. It just didn't do the turbo like before. Weird. Well, I think that's all the things I want to try with this plane. I've done other videos for it in the past, so there's not too much I haven't done with it before. And I think at this point in time, I've covered everything I want to. And if there's any ideas you guys would want to see, feel free to request them. Otherwise, until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see you.